But do you understand that why it's necessary to have a trial? How do you know that they are breaking the law if you haven't had a trial confirming that they broke the law?
I'm not even going to argue with this.
What do you mean? Like listen, here's the thing, right?
So why is this guy being deported?
Which guy? Are you talking about the...
I don't know. What are you talking about? The MS-13 person? What, you don't think that they have proof?
So, like, I don't believe that you should be able to, like, take people coming from one country and on the basis of a tattoo, you can deport them with no due process. I mean, do you agree that we probably shouldn't be deporting people on the basis of ownership of a tattoo with no due process?
Well, I mean, I agree at that statement.
Okay.
But this is what I'm going to tell you. Being a person that lives on the border, a person of a family that works with the FBI and ATF really closely, that they watch a lot of these people that are coming in for quite some time before they do something about them being here. And
so why is a trial just suddenly... Like, I get that they can watch them for a long time, but you need to have a trial. And it sounds like you agree with that.
I mean,
that they should have a trial.
I mean, is the person here legally or illegally?
Well, I don't think that matters. I think you need to have a trial.
I think it matters.
Hold on.
So that matters.
Okay, here's the thing. Whether or not they're legal or illegal, they're deserving of a trial. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing right now. I'm a really small YouTuber and I'm really just trying to build up. And I really think that I'm going to be making more content and you're going to just see not just debates, but as well as content like this. So stay tuned to find out. Whether or not they're legal or illegal, they're deserving of a trial. Right?
Not necessarily.
No? You want to go against the Constitution of the United States of America?
Sure. Is it a citizen?
What? Non-citizens, these rights also apply to non-citizens. If the thing in question is their citizenship, then you have a trial to determine whether or not that they are a citizen or are not. They are given their due process.
Trial could last literally 10 to 15 minutes, even 5 minutes. But as long as they have a small trial, that's all that matters.
A trial, something. Like this is like the most basic thing.
So what it sounds like is there is a person that was here that is suspected of being part of the M13, which I don't know why you would have a tattoo if you weren't.
I mean, here's the thing though, like a tattoo, I don't think
they're probably not here legally, so they deported him, and then he can come back for his trial.
Well, the reality is well, no, that's not how that works, right? Because like what they're doing is that they've put them into a concentration camp, right? With no due process, and they're just kind of like there, and there's really no like date as to when they're going to release them.
Don't break the law.
Yeah, we don't have a background because there's no freaking trial, Liberty.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that they didn't release everything that they have on this.
But do you understand that why it's necessary to have a trial? How do you know that they are breaking the law if you haven't had a trial confirming that they broke the law?
I'm not even going to argue with this.
What do you mean? Like listen, here's the thing, right? There's like what is reasonable versus not reasonable here, right? No, but you don't know that. Liberty, you don't know that. You don't know that. Right? There was exactly. But that's why I'm arguing a trial, Liberty. That is why I'm arguing a trial, Liberty.
Oh my God. If it was your family being shot and killed and threatened,
I got news for you. I got news for you, just so you're aware, right? People being shot and killed in the United States is overwhelmingly done by citizens, right? That, believe it or not, right? Like, we don't have to do the weird racist crap, and we could just actually just talk about the facts, right? and not the weird racism that you like to propose.
You're talking about MS-13. How is that racist? We're specifically talking about that. So
I'm saying that the proportion of the majority of the crimes.
Oh, it's so racist.
My God.
Oh, it's so racist.
The majority of the crimes.
Oh, it's so racist. Oh, it's so fucking racist.
I want to have a conversation, but like
We're
obviously like you're like crashing out. Like I don't know. I'm telling you.
3 people here.
You're totally crashing out. I'm trying to explain to you very basically that you don't actually know whether or not that they are in MS-13. And it's fair to say that they have tattoos.
You know what?
Granted,
it's so easy for the media to only put part of the story. You know, they're not grabbing a person and throwing them out saying, "See you, bud, you're brown."
Liberty.
And
You just got done saying
you should have had a Trump tattoo.
that you agree.
No one's fucking doing that.
Liberty, you just got done saying that we should have a trial for these people.
Good. Yes, we'll have a trial.
Okay, that's not what they're doing. The Trump administration is not doing that. Do you understand?
Great. So if
so I'm going to ask you, is it a good thing? Let me ask you very simply. Stop talking. Is it a good thing? Is it a good thing? Is it a good, oh my God. Is it a good thing that Donald Trump is taking people without due process and putting them in concentration camps?
Yes.
Okay.
That's wild. That's wild. I'm clipping that. I want to let you know that. I hope you have fun with that.
So hold on. So there's a fundamental issue here. Yeah. So at the end of the day,
there's a fundamental issue here. Is that you don't know what the background is on this.
Correct. We don't. That's why you have a trial.
Right.
Why do you think you are so entitled to know everything about this person?
I'm for sure
and you only have a trial after you have all the evidence gathered. And these are people here that are here criminally. Yep. They get watched quite a bit. These people that you're talking about MS-13 and so on and so forth. So I would have a hard time believing that they're just throwing random people.
I got news for you. I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to change your name, right? Change your name from Liberty to Authority, because what you are arguing is literally the antithesis of authority, of liberty. Your entire argument has absolutely nothing to do with liberty or classical liberal values. You are defending a despot, and you are perfectly okay with jailing people with no due process. You think what Donald Trump is doing is a wonderful thing, and I think you should own that and stop calling yourself liberty. You are not in favor of liberty.
Right.
Call yourself what you are. Authority.
In favor of liberty. I'm in favor
You're not in favor of liberty. You can stop right there. You're not in favor of liberty.
You are such a sniveler.
What? No, I'm just pointing out what is like that your name is antithetical to what you actually believe.
Okay, hold on,
guys.
My
name is absolutely in reference to people that are members of the United States. They are citizens of the United States. This person's here illegally. He's a criminal.
You don't know that.
And needs to be treated as such. Either do you, sir. You just want to make
that's why you have a
because
trial.
You don't like Trump. But if
you have a trial. This has nothing to do with Trump versus Biden versus Democrats versus Republicans.
You're right. And so
what we have is we have a simple method of what we do to determine that somebody broke the law.
Well,
that's what we
you
do.
Don't understand what it is. When someone is caught breaking the law and they're deemed dangerous, then they are incarcerated until their trial. Is that not correct? Yes, it is correct. If someone is breaking the law,
El Salvador with no trial date, by the way, they're just sent to El Salvador and not heard from again. It took weeks. It took weeks for us to find that one guy who. Yeah, he was wrongly held. Right? Because, again, they're holding people without due process, without a trial, and it's horrendous. It shouldn't exist. Shouldn't be this way. Illegally. He wasn't even here illegally. Liberty?
Yeah, he was.
He just got tried. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Oh my
Okay,
God, I
let's-
hate this.
Let's reel it back in for a second. So let's go through this real quickly because it's getting wild. Now, every single person, regardless if you legal, illegal, don't matter. When you get sentenced, like you're going in front of a judge is going to look at your case, could be less than 5 minutes, right? Looks at everything, judge looks at your paperwork, says, I bet, guilty, next, guilty, next, guilty, next. Like it does not matter. But the Constitution specifically says, even for illegals nor legals, you need a proper trial. That trial could last, like I said, 5 fucking minutes, and we push it to the next. Does not even matter. The bare bones premise is a trial is needed, a quick one, right? Just a quick one, nothing crazy. But then the second you realize, but this is the thing, we need that. That's our Constitution. We have 2 amendments, the 5th and the 8th Amendment for that. So we can't be just saying by presupposition of looking at this person without a trial and then just shipping them off. We got to give them a quick 5-minute trial and then ship them off. Okay, that's what we got to go ahead.
Easy enough. Anyway, so they're given a trial date and they are supposed to show up for their trial date. So the ones that are being deported are the ones that are not showing up for their trial date.
That's not true. That might be true for some people, but that sounds like a very, very, like, you're just kind of like arguing something, just blanket sweeping it away as if it is true for every single. No, I'm not.
Sorry.
I'm saying
You're
that
the
could be
only
the case,
person
and
that's
it is
allowed-
possible. Shut up!
that.
Like,
You
what is
fucking
wrong with
shut up.
you?
What is wrong with you?
What? You're the one that's freaking out.
I'm not freaking out at
Like,
all.
all I'm doing is talking to you, and you're
I'm
freaking
just
out.
laughing at fucking you.
I mean, I tried. Yeah, I mean, you saw me. I was trying here. But yeah, no, the second you get sent to Epcot in El Salvador, yeah, you're not getting no trial. You're going to die
Let's see
there.
here. Bobro says, how do they show up if they're deported? Yeah, I mean, well, that doesn't even matter to Liberty, right? Because to Liberty, or rather Authority, we're changing her name. It's Authority. They don't really actually care that Donald Trump is not following due process. That's not really a factor in her calculus, right? What she thinks is that all of these people are illegal. Let's assume that they are illegal no matter what. And let's put them in a concentration camp without due process. And that is okay. That's her position. Did I get your position correctly? Oh, no. Liberty left. Lovely. Lovely.
I thought you kicked her.
No, I didn't kick her. She left.
Oh.
I'm clipping it. That was fabulous.
No, that's why I was just like, that was wild. And I was saying that because I thought you kicked. I was like, oh.
Nope. I did not kick her.